like to take a moment to thank our sponsors for this evening's show: Picaro Pan, a Colombian restaurant and bakery at 1520 College Point Boulevard in College Point, New York, and Mari's Beauty Salon at 1828 College Point Boulevard in College Point, New York. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Angels, Fairies, and Witches. I'm Laura.
And I'm Michelle. Good evening. Okay, the last episode, which I hope you watched, we got into some divination tools, very simple, basic stuff, and I promised I was going to show you some more, and then we're going to do another spell at the end of this show. So, again, briefly, what is a divination tool? It's any physical object that you can use to access messages from the divine. We showed you how to use the pendulum, and we actually showed you how to make the pendulum. We talked about tarot cards, but not everybody has them. So if you want to learn about tarot cards, go to any New Age store and pick up a deck, and probably around October, I'll show you all how to use them. So today is one of my favorite divination tools, my crystal ball. I mean, really, what witch doesn't have one? The idea behind the crystal ball, it's a technique called scrying. What scrying is anything that you can affix your physical eyes to open up your third eye. Okay, this is where you're going to receive messages from the divine. Who's the divine? God, angels, fairies, witches, departed loved ones, spirit guides, animal totems, goddesses, endless. Just bear in mind when you're doing all this stuff, were you to ever receive some sort of negative image or negative response, that's just your brain playing tricks on you. That's a little too much Hollywood that you're seeing.
That's your ego.
Absolutely. The messages are only about love and to benefit you, not hurting somebody else. So let me show you a little bit about scrying, okay? Because it's fun. This was not difficult. None of these things are difficult. This one for me, years and years and years ago, took the most practice. Because again, like we always talk about, the most difficult thing is clearing out the crap from your head to focus on the divine messages, okay? Don't think about the grocery list. Don't think about where you're putting the kids for the summer, even though at this point really summer's practically over. Don't think about bills. All that stuff can wait. Really try some deep breathing, some grounding techniques. Now, if some of you out there don't have your very own crystal ball, and I suspect you don't, another very easy way to scry is here I have a little copper pot filled with plain old Queen's tap water, okay?
H2O.
Well, you know what? You can use this, all right? Any bowl or mug is fine. It makes it easier, believe it or not, if you use something dark. You have a dark mug or a dark bowl. That's actually not really dark enough, but the idea is if it's light, you could see through the bottom, and that's, you know what? Talk for a minute. I have a dark mug I'm going to get for her.
Okay, so...
Oh, sorry.
So, as a divination tool, she was talking about the scrying with the water and the crystal ball. You're looking for answers in the future, and that's generally what oh, and it's the Good Witch mug.
It is. You gave that to me, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Well, for the purpose of this show,
oh, you don't want the Good
Witch
to show.
It is a dark mug.
Sorry.
Okay. Point being, and once again, I filled it with delicious tap water. I'm sitting on my sleeve. You know, people ask me sometimes, they say, you know, you wear the most interesting clothes. Where do you shop? Here's the trick. I shop at Halloween costume stores most of the time. I have worn this to work. I've worn this grocery shopping. Or sometimes I'll get it at like the Renaissance Fair. But enough about me. On to business. Okay, what I have here is a crystal ball. What my partner in crime has here is a plain old dark mug, so you can't see through the bottom, filled with plain old tap water. Okay, and again, like I said, this was one of the things that really took practice. Okay, so affix your two physical eyes to what you're looking at, okay? You put your hands around it. You can sit on your hands.
You won't be able to talk if you do.
Okay, so now try this at home with just a mug and some water. Okay, now I want you to focus your eyes on the object, and I'm going to tell you, picture an apple. Well, you know what? An apple's a bad example because this is red.
Right.
Let's see. Picture.
What did a pony?
Okay. What's a little harder? All right.
Oh.
Picture a pony. Okay? Now remember, you're not seeing the pony with these eyes. You're seeing it here. Take a deep breath. It might be called using your imagination. And that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Which most of us tend to forget.
Right. You know what Einstein said about that? He said imagination is more valuable than education. He also said if you want your kids to be smart, read them fairy tales. And if you want them to be very smart, read them more fairy tales. And he was one of the smartest men.
That's right.
Why am I talking about him?
Imagination.
Okay, imagination, right. You may think, oh, yeah, I could see the pony, but does that mean I'm schizophrenic and I'm losing it? No. You're starting to, your third eye is like a muscle, okay? If you don't use it, you lose it. So here we are trying to stretch out and strengthen our third eye, okay? So still looking at this. If you can see the pony, and with a little practice you can. This is easy and fun. Now can you see the pony running through the meadow?
I had to tell you that my pony ran before you even said it.
Of course it did. Okay, for those of you at home, can you see the pony running? Can you picture, give me another object.
A cat.
Well, there's 6 of them around, but yes, for those of you at home, can you see a cat? A black cat, maybe. So these are fun little practice. Once you get very comfortable with seeing that, you want to kind of set the stage. Make sure the house is quiet just so you don't have distractions. You can light some candles. Really get yourself into a receptive mood, okay? If you've had a crappy day at work, don't do it. If you had a fight with your spouse a few minutes ago, don't do it. If you have a cold or the flu, don't do it.
Yeah.
You really, in order to receive divine information, you have to, your energy has to be high, you have to be feeling good, feeling healthy.
So that would apply to any of the divination tools if you're not healthy.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You're not going to get a true response.
No, that's when your brain is going to put scary images, bad images, and that's not divine images. Okay, it's been suggested that before you contact the divine, which also do include your departed loved ones, that you ring a little bell. Isn't that cute?
That's adorable.
That's supposed to summon them. It's smoke and mirrors. It doesn't, I mean, it's cute. I like it. I like the idea that they all hear the bell. Oh, Michelle's calling. Let's go see what she needs. So again, do that. You would have candles around, but quite frankly, I can't take any more lights and heat on me at this point. So we're going to do without, okay? So again, just practice with some fun stuff. The pony, the cat, the old-fashioned, Christmas present with the big ribbon. And once you get comfortable with that stuff, move on to other things. Here's how you access them. I'm having a problem with so-and-so. Careful with the wording, okay? Not tell me what I should do. What do I need to know about this situation? Okay? Crystal ball is very good for that. When we showed you the pendulum, it was very yes and no answers, or I'm not going to tell you right now.
That's right.
The tarot card, the way the spreads are laid out, it's almost like you're reading a story. But for some basic information, the crystal ball or the cup, the dark cup with water, again, it's called scrying. You look at it with your physical eye, you open up your third eye, you trust in whomever you're calling on, a departed loved one, or angels, or anybody you like, and you say, what do I need to know about this situation? Now, after a while, your eyes are just going to kind of glaze. They're not going to cross like I just did. They might, but they're going to kind of glaze over, and all of a sudden, in the ball, you will see images, you will see words. If you ask about a certain person and they show you slashes of red, It doesn't mean there's going to be a massacre. It just means the person is probably very passionate, bordering on a little angry, a little intense. Colors, shapes, faces, words, images. And my suggestion is when you first get started with this, get a little journal and keep it by your side and write down every image. Later on, your logical brain can take over and you can examine this and see what it means to you. Okay? In the meantime, just go with it. Now, I have another spell as promised. Trying not to make noise. Ugh. 50 pounds of lead crystal, just want to tell you. Okay. This spell is called Turn Back the Hands of Time Youth Serum. Okay, last week I showed you a love spell, and next week I'm going to show you a money spell. But I thought another thing that's very important to people is feeling youthful, vital, healthy. The beauty industry is a multi-bazillion dollar industry because women in particular, although now men with the heterosexual stuff, they're finally looking to want to shave the unibrow and catch up to us. You can buy expensive products, or you can just use simple, basic products with a simple, basic incantation. You know, if you think of Mother Earth as your grocery store, fresh produce, meat, I know, we're trying to get off the meat, but fish, what?
Fish.
Right, chicken, I don't like chicken. If you think of Mother Nature as your personal beauty consultant, these are some of the ingredients I'm going to show you to make your own beauty rituals. If you think of Mother Earth as your own personal gym, walk, jog, hike, swim. So all this stuff is inexpensive, natural, and the results are dynamite. But it's like with anything else when you make these spells. You must believe it's going to work, okay? If you're of the mindset, well, this looks kind of cool, maybe I'll play around with it, it's really not. You have to have your full intention and energy. So before I show you this spell, I just want to segue momentarily. Someone that's very near and dear to our hearts has been suffering from either a cavity or a root canal, okay? And is going to be seeing the dentist in a few days. We've all been there, and sometimes life gets in the way and you think, oh, I'm in pain, just another few days. Okay, again, simple remedy. I don't even have a spell for this. Highly effective, okay? See what we have here? It is a whole clove. You can buy it at any health food store. You can buy it at Stop and Shop. It's a whole clove, okay? So the idea with the circular part, let's say it's a tooth that's over here. You want the circular part to go in between the inside gum and your lip, okay? You don't need the stick part. And if you end up swallowing it, well, it happens, okay? So you stick it up in there. Now I'm going to try to, no, I can't talk while I do this, so I'm going to take it out, but you keep it in. Oh, this is so attractive. We'll talk about something.
Glad it was you and not me. That's all I can say.
Give me your water. Nothing quite like the taste of fresh clove. We are so professional, aren't we?
But the clove is a natural antiseptic. Right. Just swallow it, did you?
Is it in my teeth?
No.
Is it in my teeth?
No,
She won't tell me.
I
feel
would
it
tell
there.
you. It's not. Trust me, it's not.
All right, well, clove. I
It's
need another moment here.
Like I said, it's a natural antiseptic and a little bit of a pain reliever as well.
Absolutely. So it's not going to fix your cavity. I can still feel it. It's not going to fix your thank you.
It's really not
Or
showing.
your root canal, but you know what? Until you get to a dentist, good fix. Cheap, easy, and all natural.
Yep.
We're good.
Okay, good.
Okay, so turn back the hands of time spell. For this, I'm only going to use 2 ingredients, but I'm going to tell you how you can get a little bit more creative, okay? The cautionary word about this tale is that it's a nighttime serum only, okay? It relies heavily on essential oils, so you put it on before you go to bed. I'll show you the incantation, and then you can access it
Via calling us or emailing us at angelsfairies.witches at gmail.com.
Nice plug.
Thanks.
Okay. In the morning, before you go out the door, you really need to wash it off because, like I said, it relies heavily on oils. And if you don't, you're going to have fried eyes. Okay, so let's get started. Here is just a simple little bottle I like to use that can be found at any craft store. You know, sometimes you can even reuse bottles that you might have lying around. If you buy like oils or whatnot, we're all about recycling. So, okay, we have this, a funnel, olive oil, and fresh thyme. See, get it? Turn back the hands of time. I'm so clever. Okay, for this spell, I'm only going to, let's see if folks can see at home. Never mind how heavy that was for me to do. For this spell, it's just going to be olive oil and thyme and the incantation. You can also use things, I like to use walnut oil, almond oil, corn oil. I sometimes use sesame oil. Again, what we're trying to do here is I'm showing you my way of doing things. Take it and make it your own. Use exactly what I'm telling you here and exactly the words, or change it up. What I said in the last episode is the reason why these incantations, which are prayers really, are so whimsical and rhyming is because it's easy to recite, it's easy to commit to memory, and the idea is that you have fun with it. Don't be so serious, okay? Serious is not necessary. So normally I do this in my kitchen. A little steady hand Luke here.
You can do this. You were very steady earlier.
That was before the cigarette. Okay. So as, wow. All right.
Oh.
Rats. Okay, well, we know who's doing. Damn. All right, well, just be more careful about it than I was. Pour a little of that back. All right. It's only a tablecloth. All right, so.
And move it over here. Good.
Here you have your olive oil. This is very Middle Eastern. You know, they suggest that if you have olive oil and red wine and fish with omega-3, it really makes your skin better. Then you take some fresh thyme, which can be found anywhere. Just add a few sprigs.
Or you can grow it in your own yard. If
you can.
Have
you
the
can.
ability to grow things.
You can also, oh, it smells lovely.
Oh,
you can also dry it out and use it. Again, no right, no wrong way. Doesn't matter how many sprigs you use. Give it a couple of shakes. Now again, sometimes I get more creative and I'll add a few different oils. All right, now here's the
incantation.
I know, these lights, these lights. Every episode you just keep hearing me complain about the lights. Okay, the incantation.
Hot, Mama.
Okay? Remember, this is turn back the hands of time. You want to apply it to your eyes, maybe to some crow's feet. Eyes like that and crow's feet. That's the parentheses. Could be anywhere on your body, really. Here's the incantation. Ready? As I recite this fun little rhyme, I ask Mother Nature to turn back the hands of time. Although in years upwards I climb, my looks are youthful. I'm in my prime. I sound like I'm reading Dr. Seuss.
Yes, you do.
Return my vitality. Do not toil as I apply this sacred oil. I walk in grace and love and beauty. For all can see, I'm quite a cutie.
I love it.
I know, I know. That's the point, guys. You know, make it fun. I'm not going to apply this right now because I have makeup on, and I finally talked her into putting on makeup, so she's not going to apply it either.
We both use it at night, though. And like she said a couple episodes, I'm 200, she's 100. Don't we look great?
See, just a thin little layer. And as we're going to talk just a wee bit about I ams and manifestations. As you're applying it, remember, you have now made, okay, I made a little bit of a mess. What you've really made here is sacred oil. You might think about beautiful Greek or Roman goddesses, Aphrodite and Venus and Freya, well, she's a Norse god. And they're always depicted as never aging and looking beautiful. This can help your outside, but you got to work on the inside. You got to get the feeling going that you are youthful, energetic, creative.
When I use the oil at night, I like to think of an age where my skin was my best. So I say I have the skin of a 44-year-old, which I
don't
felt
really.
like.
Well, yeah. You listen.
Right.
Make it your own. You can certainly put an age to it, or just again, you walk in grace and beauty and love. So let's put this aside
And tell them about the morning ritual.
Oh, the morning ritual's fun. You really can only do this
Well, no,
spring and summer.
to take it off though, so that you
Wash
don't
your
go
face.
Yeah, because you don't.
I said if you don't wash your face, you're gonna have fried eyes.
You did say that?
I did say that.
I missed that. Sorry.
I did say that. Well, the
Who's
only
not
morning
paying attention this time.
the only morning ritual I was going to mention that is especially effective in spring, summer, is that if you have a backyard or if you have access to any kind of nature, if you can get yourself out, even for just a couple of seconds, 6 a.m.-ish, earlier is even better.
Try to do it before the sun rises, actually.
Right. And you'll see all the fresh morning dew, okay? And just put your hands there. Tap. I wasn't supposed to do that. Tap, 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 tap. And then lightly touch your face. You can go in, you can wash it off, you can put on makeup, you can keep it like that. But the idea is that you are now invoking the elementals, the fairies in particular, the earth angels, and they are assisting in giving you a dewy complexion.
Yep.
All right, so what else do we have?
I ams.
Okay, we're going to start this now, and we're going to spend the next episode talking about it because it's extremely important. Like with all these spells that I've been showing you and divination tools, you have to believe that you can do it. Otherwise, you're just wasting your time. So we have been to many seminars, lectures. We've read a bunch of books, most of which we're going to recommend. Occasionally on channel
21 or 13, the public broadcasting
It's been on
stations.
both, right?
Yeah, public broadcasting.
It's Wayne Dyer. Every year or two he comes out with a new book and does a lecture circuit, and on channel 13 it's free and it's a few hours. He just completed one called Wishes Fulfilled. Phenomenal. You can also buy his books, but catching the lecture is amazing. And what he has said, we've read it in many different books over the years. Remember a couple of years ago, The Secret was very popular. And for some people it absolutely resonated. They knew, wow, this is good stuff. And other people thought, I don't know, it's a little confusing, it's a bit heavy reading. But Wayne Dyer makes things so clear and so concise. And the whole point of this is that he says the two most powerful words in the English language are I am. When you say I am, whatever follows it, you're making a declaration to the universe, I am whatever, and the universe is going to bring all these things to you. With that in mind, please stay away from I am sick, I am broke, I am tired, I am nervous.
Anything negative.
Anything negative.
Right.
I'm unloved.
Because you don't want to draw that into your life. You want to draw
But
only,
you will.
Right. If
Without realizing it, you will.
So it's very important to look for the positive. So I am healthy. I am energetic. I am beautiful.
I am youthful.
That's right.
I am vibrant. I am vital.
We like to I am to music. We think that it just, the joy of the music and dancing around
Gets your energy level up.
And it just really puts a more positive meaning to what you're saying. And we also like to I am when we're at the beach. We think.
Absolutely. We know we get there at a really stupid hour. Sometimes we're there by 8 o'clock in the morning, and we pretty much have the beach to ourselves for a little while. And when you're ankle or knee deep in the water, because that's all you can be until the hot lifeguards come on at 10, and you're just seeing the power and the beauty of these waves crashing down, you feel like you could conquer the world. And that's why you're not just saying, I am beautiful and I am energetic. You're feeling it. You're, hitting a home run home.
Yep.
Make sense? Yeah.
Yes, it does. Absolutely. And Wayne's Wayne really emphasizes in his book Wishes Fulfilled, which we will talk about in our next episode, that you really just have to believe that I am all-knowing, I am all-powerful, and I am unlimited, because we are unlimited beings.
Absolutely.
And we just don't tap into it. We just...
So since we're doing the Turn Back the Hands of Time and talking about youth, why don't we give them a few of our I ams? Whenever you're done.
Sorry, I needed a drink.
So do I, Laura. So do I. Okay, ready? Put on some music, dance around your living room, close the blinds, otherwise the neighbors will think you're weird. I am beautiful.
I am happy.
I am sensual.
I am joyous.
I am hopeful.
I am youthful.
I am creative.
I am
Annoying. Ooh, no. Said that with love. All right, you guys get the picture, right? This has been a lot of fun, and tune in next time. We're going to make a money spell.
So please look for us. Give us a call. The telephone numbers listed below if you have any further questions, or email us at angelsfairieswitches@gmail.com. And please take a look at our YouTube videos.
And write a review, please, a flattering one.
Yeah, for
Nobody comments. They just keep hitting it.
So for Angels, Fairies, and Witches,
Good night. See you next week.
be well.